What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And man, I don't hold any Litecoin at all, but and this isn't me saying I wish I did. I wish I did, right? This is a nice move that he had. Don't get me wrong, but I want to pop champagne right now. I want to get a bottle. I've got a couple bottles of champagne saved for the right occasions that I think we're going to have in this bull market. This is almost champagne worthy to me, man. Like, it really is. Breaking above this accumulation phase that you've been plagued by, let's be real, since May of 2022. You're breaking out. You're doing it. You're doing it right now. And it's what we expected, right? Of course it's what we expected. The monthly RSI, you did have higher highs here while maintaining lower highs. That didn't look good, but as of yesterday, man, as of the last 24 hours, he moved up. You had a bullish, very bullish finish to the month. Very bullish open to this month, and a bullish finish to your week as well, right? Getting very overbought, seeing what I would define as a breakout move. I think anybody would not have a problem defining this as a breakout move. Now, the trick is to continue. It's okay if you pull back and find support here, but you don't want to see what you would consider a standard retracement, right? It's okay if you do, but it would hurt performance, I think. From a low to a high, you don't want to see a move that pulls you back really below like $103. You'd have to stay above $100, okay, if you were to pull back at all. Of course, the preferred method would be that you take off from here, and I think you will. But this is a big deal, guys. This is a really big deal, and we're going to go over some stuff real quick. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Okay, so the weekly RSI has hit levels that we haven't seen since 2021. Okay, these levels you have not seen since 2021. It makes sense. Strongest readings you've seen on a weekly basis. This is the strongest move you've seen in that same amount of time. Okay, the last time that we saw readings this high or higher was back here. Actually, the finale of your bull cycle, but where did the finale happen? It happened over here. Where did the finale in your RSI happen? It happened over here, didn't it? Right. So this white line represents where we are right now in the RSI. Right. You go back over here. We're right there in the RSI. This, what we're going over right here, analyzing this part, was the last time that we were above, technically here, but this was like the first move, right? Getting into it. This is a secondary move. So from here, going into the depths, coming up here, this is your first move getting above that line. Okay. And this is what it represented, right? By the time you hit this line, you're actually on this week here, right? So you close this week here, that's when you hit this line on the RSI. That's when you hit this 81, 82 area on the line, okay? Right here. You know, if you drew a line all the way up to the top, it looks like not even halfway through this move, that's where this line came into effect. So all I'm trying to say, if it's not obvious, is that it seems to me that there's a decent chance that you don't stop here and that you do continue higher, right? Even if your RSI starts to trend downwards, you can still trend upwards for months afterwards, right? And I don't think you'll see anything like this, any choppy stuff like this, maybe a little bit, but nothing as extreme as this, until you get to these higher readings above the 90 in the RSI, right? Before you got to these high readings in the 90, it was a little choppy here, right? But not as choppy as this, as consistent as that. It was more like a straight move up, consolidation. Straight move up, consolidation, right? And then we got the chop once you got above that 90, right? Straight move up, we got to this line, right? Like kind of right here, you know, maybe we consolidate for a little bit. Maybe we do consolidate right above our breakout point, maybe for like a week or two, maybe for a day or two, who knows? But all in all, I would expect that we progress higher, right? It's kind of funny too. If you look back here, if you look, it's kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. You put this line right here, the weekly close here, that's when we got to this point in the RSI. You go all the way back here to when we got to this point in the RSI, and look, that weekly close is right here. You're actually in a very similar area in price too. It would almost be completely appropriate to expect that we do make a move, a very immediate move up to like 186, right? Just based off what we've seen before. But also based off what we've seen before, we found a lot of support in this area and resistance in this area. So it wouldn't be crazy if we consolidated and found support in this area here. But to me, it would make sense if we're going to do that. It would make sense that we pull up a little bit higher. So all that to say, we're at 121. I don't think it stops here. I do think that we go higher. The target area that I would expect we go to at a minimum would be 172 to 202. And if we look again, the last time that we closed, basically in very similar circumstances, it took 3 weeks, and we were all the way up at 186, which is literally right in the heart of this golden retracement zone. So I would expect by the end of December, probably even within like the next couple weeks or so, the next like 3 weeks, you're probably going to be well above 170. You might even break above $200, but something in between has a decent chance, right? If you don't stop there, you also have a decent chance of going all the way up to like 260, 320, this area here. But I wouldn't think that you surpass that, at least not in this move, right? If by some chance you don't stop at the golden ratio, which I very much do expect you do, by some chance you don't, then here would be your next stop. But I very much doubt you'd go anywhere past that, right? So it would make sense. You know, you just broke out. Yes, the week looks a little bit wicky to the upside right now. It looks like you're pulling back a little bit, and maybe for the next couple days or maybe for the next couple hours, you consolidate around here, between here and like $100. Maybe you range like that. Who knows? Maybe you don't. But whether you do, whether you don't, I would expect that over the next couple weeks or so, you do continue to move up. You could consolidate. Again, I was saying that you could do that right now. I don't think you do, though. I don't think you do. To me, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to consolidate here, right? And if you pulled all the way back down here, you just broke out. Why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Why not continue higher? Time will tell, but I think that you will. I think that you'll just continue higher. So that's all I'm going to say. If you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Litecoin's at 121 right now, in the midst of a breakout move that's going to take it at least to 170 to 210, probably 205, so somewhere in that area, right? Or higher. Over the coming weeks by the end of this year. So, and then I absolutely do believe that we persist higher going into January next year. I think we will see prices well above 250, and I shouldn't say well above, but at least 250 or higher by the end of January. So very prosperous weeks, days, months coming for Litecoin. Excited for all the LTC people. I'm really excited for all the LTCN people. Don't get discouraged, LTCN people. If let's see here. We're on Friday, right? That's where Litecoin closed. LTCN probably closed a little bit earlier than that, but let's just say here is where LTCN closed. Right now, we're up 15%. With yesterday's close, we were up, 14%. If we move down a little bit today, maybe we're only up 3%, something like that. Who knows? But by LTCN's open tomorrow, I would expect you to get a nice little pump. If it doesn't match this tip for tat, that's okay. You guys, LTCN, BCHG, these Grayscale Trusts, they're about to not just match them tip for tat, but they're about to surpass them. This divergence in the growth of the native asset to the Grayscale Trust is going to go away soon, very soon. And as I've been predicting, I think it's going to happen with these things showing their strength, right? Because the Grayscale Trust, whether the premium goes down or not, okay, whatever. That's that's speculative. Of course it can, but the NAV price is going up. The NAV price, every time this moves up, the NAV price is moving up. So these Grayscale Trusts, whether they want to or they don't want to, it's just a matter of time before they do move up. Okay. I doubt that there's so much fear and uncertainty that the Grayscale Trust would literally not just push it back down to NAV price without any confirmation of an ETF. I doubt we have that capability with fear alone, but also to promote a discount. Just both very unlikely. Can't even wrap my head around what would have to happen for those kind of situations to be possible scenarios, right? All that to say, up we go. It's really only up from here. So buckle up, people. I got nothing else to say. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I very much do expect this move to continue. So as gross as it might look right now on this weekly perspective, you moved up to 130 and now you're at 120. Looks like you're about to fall off a cliff. I think you're about to float up the cliff, not fall off of it. Okay, bye-bye. See you on the next one.